What about my love? Wasn't it enough? Just let me know so I can hold you.
Yeah, I mean, number one, I feel like this is one of our consensus ones is Mason Graham. I mean, you know, we've done the film study on him before, but it was just best pure defensive tackle out there. Was the whole anchor of that Michigan defensive line. Yes, you had other guys like Josiah Stewart out there as well.
Yep.
I feel like he's majorly responsible for a lot of the Kenneth Grant hype, but dude was. I mean,
you know what I heard today is that Mason Graham wouldn't have been better without. He wouldn't have been as good with Kenneth Grant as he was with. It was like, what are you talking about? Have you not watched Mason Graham just totally destroy people on the opposite side of Kenneth Graham, where he absolutely had no impact on whether Mason Graham would have gotten there for a big play or not? I think people just say stuff to say stuff, bro. I just had to throw that in there. It was out when I heard that, I was ready to scream and pull my hair out. But go ahead.
No, but I mean, kind of exactly what you said. Dude is able to. I mean, you know, you got run stopper able to be disruptive in the backfield. Able to just kind of take. I mean, shit, we've seen it where he just drags guards to the other side of the field, moves them out of the way. And always in, you know,
people.
as we usually state in film study, where are they at? Are they in the frame of play? Dude was always kind of in the frame of play.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even if it's like a quick, I don't know, we'll say like quick running back toss out. If he peels off the guard, he's still chasing after the running back. It doesn't matter if he's 5'10" or at the line of scrimmage. You know, wherever that running back's at, Mason Graham's going to be close behind.
Watch the film and it just re-solidified my feelings for him. This guy is one arm moving people out the way, stopping screen passes, dropping back in coverage sometimes. He plays over the defensive line.
Like we talked about if Walter Nolan like got a hold of you, if Mason Graham got a hold of you,
he wasn't letting go.
It was game over.
And the thing about Mason Graham that y'all didn't know is he's training down at Exos with a lot of corners and wide receivers right now, working on his speed. I just saw the Will Johnson video a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, is that Mason Graham with them? I mean, training with 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗶H𝗲𝗀𝘀, Will Johnson, Maxwell Harrison, Andrew Makuba, like all of them are down there training together. What the hell is Mason Graham doing there? Yeah, he's about to be a problem.
He's working on. You know, I'm kind of kidding, but kind of not. I bet he's working on and flipping his hips and opening them up, right?
Probably.
You know, lateral quickness, you know, explosiveness. I mean, I say it jokingly because, you know, corners need to be able to do that. But can you imagine
probably working? I was about to say probably
as some corners.
Probably able to get through like what's its face, you know, quick bursts and just a bit working on change of direction.
Yeah, I don't think this is a consoling his buddy off of an injury, right? I think this is like, let me get and think about who we're talking about. 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀, Will Johnson, Maxwell Harrison, Andrew Makuba, some of the fastest guys in this draft. And he's down there training with them. It's crazy work to me. I like it. I think he's I think that's one of the knocks against him was like, you know, being able to turn his hips and get to a place. But even on film, he's faster than.
I was about to say
he's like the fastest defensive lineman in the country. But
yeah,
he's just like, what if I get a little bit faster? Because I'm trying to account for the speed of the NFL now.
My man,
I like it.
He said it's good. He said it's good, but it could be better.
It could be, it could be better.
Okay.
Torque said, I don't know why, but I just don't see what y'all see with Graham. I need to go rewatch his tape study on the channel or something. Go rewatch it, man. Torque, I got a couple clips that I can send you to. And I always like to watch people, like, especially on my own, like within a 5-yard or five play set, right? If they won 3 or 4 of those plays out of the 5 on what they could do on that play, then they're a great player. And always the start of the game for me is like a good measuring stick for how they're going to play the rest of the game. Mason Graham just like kills everybody. Like bam, 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 bam. It gives you 5 good reps every single time.
Mason Graham, we've talked about him a lot. Some of my favorite things about him, he's got a great, pin and rip, as well as a nice little swim move from the interior. And to me, like he's dangerous as a pass rusher, but because of his sheer size, right, he is a very solid space eater in the running game. And with his strength, his functional strength, his lateral quickness, and active hands, he can be a beast in the running game. I'd still like him to see. I'd like to see him grow a little bit more in terms of his run defending there. But you could say that for just about all of these guys. As some of them, they're well balanced. But I'd say that Mason Graham, I see most of his value as being a pass rusher. And I could say the same exact thing for 4 of the 5 guys here on this list.